Mountains are mesmerizing. They are often shrouded in myths and legends. They inspire spirituality, which is why monasteries and shrines are built on some of the world's most inaccessible peaks. They can be both destructive and productive. You only have to look at crops and vines growing on the fertile slopes of a volcano to understand this. Mountains are something humans feel compelled to conquer or capture in a beautiful photograph or painting. Anywhere your travels take you, if there's a mountain in view, there will be a way to climb it. Travel up it, admire it, photograph it, or fly over it. Here are 10 of the most beautiful mountains in the world. Number 10. Mount Dosnaba, Geiranger, Norway. Dosnaba sits at the end of the Geiranger Valley, overlooking the spectacular Geiranger Fjorden. It is topped with snow, usually even in summer, and makes a beautiful sight reflected in the waters of the fjord. Norway has a plethora of mountains, but this one definitely takes the prize. The 10-mile-long Geiranger Fjord is part of the West Norwegian Fjords UNESCO World Heritage Site. Several waterfalls cascade into it, helping make it one of the country's most visited and photographed fjords. The road up to Dosnaba is a man-made wonder, a set of switchbacks delivering dramatic views. At the top, test your nerves on the glass-fronted viewing platform over a vertigo-inducing sheer drop. Number 9. Montserrat, Barcelona, Spain. Spain is not only known for its rich culture, but its mountains as well. Montserrat, translated as Saw Mountain, is a range taking its name from its ragged appearance. The name is also used interchangeably for the famous monastery about halfway up the mountain. Both mountain and monastery are an easy day trip from Barcelona. Santa Maria de Montserrat, still home to 60 Benedictine monks, is the most important pilgrimage site for Catalans. It holds an icon of Our Lady, a rare black Madonna known popularly as La Morenita, or Little Brown One, dating to the 12th century. A cable car and funicular railway allow easy access to the monastery and surrounding natural park for visitors and hikers. With its highest peak, San Gironi, reaching 4,055 feet, Montserrat's pink-hued rock makes for beautiful sunset photos. Number 8. Mount Tata, Tenerife, Canary Islands. At 12,188 feet, Tata is the highest point in Spain and one of the highest volcanoes in the world. If it were to be measured from the ocean floor, its height would reach a dizzying 24,600 feet. The volcano is surrounded by the most visited national park in Europe, one recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. The landscape may seem like a desert, but holds hundreds of plant and animal species, many unique to the region. You can explore the upper slopes of one of the most beautiful mountains in the world from the top of the cable car, an aerial tramway that whisks you up to 11,663 feet high above the clouds. In winter, you can throw a snowball on Tata, and then head down the mountain and bask on one of Tenerife's stunning beaches. Number 7. Mount Fuji, Tokyo, Japan. Aside from amazing food and rich culture, the mountains of Japan are jaw-dropping. Mount Fuji has such a familiar image that it can seem unreal when you see it in reality, although its beauty is in no way diminished. Long considered sacred in Japan, Mount Fuji has been visited by pilgrims for centuries. Nowadays, hikers add to the visitor numbers, and yet, arguably, Fuji remains a popular Japanese landmark, best seen from a distance. Topped by snow in winter, its perfect cone towers over 12,000 feet above the landscape. Whether you're admiring the Japanese mountain from a skyscraper in Tokyo, or a bullet train on its way to Osaka, Mount Fuji retains the majesty captured in ancient paintings. Number 6. Halesen Mountain, Jeju Island, South Korea. The highest mountain in South Korea is 6,400 feet high and dominates Jeju, the largest island in the country. South Korea's Hawaii welcomes millions of visitors every year to enjoy its tropical landscape and climate. A shield volcano, Halesen is visible from almost everywhere on the island and stands in a large protected area. This lush national park is a popular spot for hikers and a honeymoon destination for Korean newlyweds. Trails lead to the crater rim from where you can look down at a lake surrounded by greenery. In Korea, the mountain is known as Yeongyusa, mountain high enough to pull the galaxy. You'd fully understand this if you were to see Halesen on a clear, starry night, but even by day, it's a dramatic sight. Number 5. Canadian Rockies, Canada. Stretching from Montana north to Alaska, the Canadian Rocky Mountains reach 12,000 feet high and take in 5 national parks. They're more rugged than the American Rockies. In Alberta, they rise dramatically from the plains in an image beloved by Western filmmakers. Without doubt, this is one of the most beautiful mountain ranges in the world. In 1880, the discovery of hot springs made Banff National Park a major spa destination. The mountains are at their most beautiful when reflected in the still blue water of the park's Lake Louise. A drive or train journey through the Rockies is an unforgettable experience. The snow-capped peaks, glaciers, and turquoise blue lakes along the Icefield Parkway are some of the most memorable sights in North America. Number 4. Denali Mountain, Alaska, USA. The highest peak in North America rises to 20,310 feet, topped by snow year-round. It's an even more beautiful image when mirrored in the still water of Reflection Pond below it, making it a favorite for couples on an Alaskan honeymoon. Long known as Mount McKinley, Denali reverted to its native name in 2016. In one of the indigenous languages of Alaska, Denali means the tall one. Denali rises 3.5 vertical miles from its base. Using this measurement, it's actually a mile taller than Mount Everest, and is one of the most impressive sights on Earth. Everest stands on a 14,000-foot high plain, while Denali's foot is only 2,000 feet above sea level, making its sheer bulk all the more imposing. Number 3. Montserrat, Martinique. The lovely island of Martinique has a mountain worthy of its beauty in Montserrat. Its distinctive volcano cone, often wreathed in cloud, rises majestically over the north end of the island, in a bird-rich tropical reserve. La Montagne Pelée, or the Bald Mountain, last erupted in 1902. One of the worst eruptions of the 20th century, the eruption devastated the nearby town, but led to major improvements in the study of volcanoes. Volcanic ash has created unusual black and gray sand beaches along this northern coast. It's a strong contrast to the more unusual white Caribbean sands elsewhere in Martinique. Number 2. Osorno, Chilean Lake District, Chile. A landmark in Chile's Lake District on the edge of Patagonia, this lovely volcano is covered in glaciers. Its perfect white peak, snow-covered year-round, is reflected in the lakes below it, Todos los Santos and Lancue. The site reminds many of Mount Fuji in Japan and is one of the most photographed views in Latin America, and visiting one is the best things to do in Chile. Called the King of the South by Chileans, it is protected within the Vicente Perez National Park. Still active, Osorno rises to 8,700 feet and is regularly climbed by those properly equipped for the icy conditions. Skiers and snowboarders also enjoy its 12 trails and snow park. In summer, a chairlift whisks you up over the snowy slopes for astonishing views of the cobalt blue lakes below. Number 1. Swiss Alps, the magical mountains. The dramatic peaks of Dammerstock and the snow-clad majestic summit of Matterhorn have always amazed and left hikers spellbound with its astonishing beauty. Matterhorn is the 10th tallest among the several mountains of the world, with a distinct feature of a well-defined pyramid shape. It is one of the most active fold mountains of the world and is featured on the world-famous Toblerone chocolate as its logo. The slopes of the Switzerland mountains are famous for the skiing and snowboarding activities. This is amongst the famous mountains in the world. Which of these mountains is your dream location to visit? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button if you enjoyed.